Oh my gosh. It's been a long time since I made another video, but I think I have to. I have to. I don't really know what to make anymore. Like, what videos should I be uploading? Because I don't have any other ideas aside from like sharing my experiences. But now I think since I am almost working as an ESL teacher for over 2 years now, so I guess I think it's time for me to share a little bit of my journey, and I want to give a heads up for those people or maybe students, college students that also want to work part-time and be able to, let's say, earn their own money online. So I guess I'm just going to share my insights of how I was able to do it because I started with zero. I started with zero investment. I did not buy anything. Internet was provided by my parents. I have a laptop, which is a big plus. So I all have, let's say, how can I say this? It's like, I don't want to say privilege, but more like I have, let's say, all the tools needed to start one. So I was like, you know what? Why don't we have an online job? Why don't we take like a job or something online that I can try to, let's say, do or experience? So why not become an ESL teacher? Because I always wanted to be an ESL teacher. Now, it it started in 2020. Actually, it started in 2020 during the pandemic. I was still first year college at that time, and I wasn't really expecting a lot from it because I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to do, but I tried various companies, and I think the company that I tried was Palfish. Yeah, that was the first company that I tried. Was very unsuccessful because my internet was so bad. So I guess I wasn't able to continue my application at that time, but I took my ESL training in 2020, but I did not start my ESL career right after 2 years in 2022. So I started, supposedly, I should have started in 2020, but I did not start in 2020. I don't know, probably because of internet problems. I just feel like it wasn't the right time for me to like really go into. And I was still starting fresh in college at that time. So I was like, you know what? Let's study first before going into these part-time jobs. So when I was second year in college in 2022, I was like, you know what? Let's try it. Let's try to uh, continue the application or continue to find an ESL job. And I started with Ingu, I think. I don't remember. I failed at Ingu. I failed at Ingu because of bad headset. Yeah, my headset was not noise canceling, so there were a lot of background noises heard during my video. Let's say, oh no, interview. I think yeah, that was an automated interview. I failed the first part. I was like, I think I should have used, let's say, the noise canceling. It doesn't have to be expensive though. And I don't have any noise canceling headphones at that time. So I borrowed from my aunt. So I just borrowed. And luckily I was able to borrow one because I really don't have money to buy for like a noise canceling headset, and my mom already bought one for me. It was not a noise canceling one, so that was my fault. So I borrowed from my aunt, and I continued with the application, and then I um what was the next company that I took interview? Oh, uh, Rare Job. Yeah, Rare Job. The second company that I, let's say, took the application, let's say. I don't really want to say application because it's not like I was successful in a Rare Job too. That was also, I think, the second part where was scheduled for an interview. I failed Rare Job because they are so strict with the grammar, and I was still starting out. From that time, they praised me for good pronunciation, good fluency, but it's not enough. You also have to be grammatically accurate most of the time. But at that time, that was, let's say, scary. I was really scared at that time because, again, no experience at all, zero experiences. I was just taking interviews, taking applications because I thought it would also help build my confidence. So after Rare Job, then comes Weblio. There, so after Rare Job, I was like, I'm not gonna, you know, uh, get the job. I'm not gonna get it. I'm sure of it. So I was like, let's just test it on Weblio because I think I first plotted my interview in Rare Job, in Weblio, but uh, it was, let's say, later within the schedule, and Rare Job was, let's say, after I took no, no, not I took it was like I just plotted the schedule, not yet the interview. I just plotted the schedule in Weblio first before Rare Job, but Rare Job, it was the interview the next day after. So I was really testing myself out at that time with those two companies having two interviews back to back, and I was like, again, I'm not gonna get it. But in Webley, I was not expecting that I would ace the interview. I aced the interview in Webley. I think the question was, uh, if what was the hardest decision that you had ever made in your life? I think that was the question. I was like, I think the hardest decision in my life was to choose an education course, a degree, because I am an education student now in college, and I wasn't expecting anything. I was just sharing my thoughts about it, and I passed. Wow, I actually passed with flying colors because the interviewer didn't really mind like my answer. He was like, "Wow, thank you. That was great. I can relate to your answer." And then he proceeded with the grammar checking. And the sentence that he gave me had no incorrect grammatical errors. I know incorrect grammar, something like that. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, there was probably, I think, a good chance of zero experienced ESL, let's say, aspiring ESL teachers with the zero experiences. You have a really good chance in passing Weblio because you just have to really show your skills. In Weblio, it doesn't really matter on how good you are or how long you have been working for, as long as you can communicate well with good pronunciation, with good patience. You can go there as long as you have good equipment, good light, good background, everything. So yeah, and then I got the job. Wait, not yet. I had to take demo. Of course, it's the demo. The demo was also quite. I don't want to say easy. I think it was just fun. I think the demo in Weebly was fun. I wasn't really serious at that time. I was just trying to be jolly and cheerful, even though I might not have followed the proper format, but I was trying my best. And the test interviewer, do we call that? Because I think it was actually an admin who pretends to be a student, and then he or she will review if you pass the demo or not. And just after, like, let's say my demo wasn't even finished, I think she stopped me and she was like, "You're good. You passed." I was like, "Really? Is that true?" Because, thank you. That was like my first job. So my first job was very exciting because you're still fresh in the field. You just wanted to experience it. I took several bookings. I did a lot of bookings in my first week because I thought, this is my first job, so I have to show off. And it was such a fun ride. That's how I started Weblio. I started Weblio with zero investment at all. I just borrowed noise canceling headset from my aunt, had a good laptop. As long as you have good laptop, you're secured, good lighting and background. You just have to secure all those things and skills, of course. You need that. I think everyone has that. We all have different styles, but it's all a matter of how you just deliver it. So yeah, good luck though if you're planning to apply on Weblio. And then after like let's say 3 months of working in Wiblio, I kind of experienced some not so let's say not so positive things, some negative things. Actually, a lot of people I've seen a lot of comments from my video, from my previous video of me sharing my negative experiences in Wiblio. Actually, I understand where the people are coming from. I mean, you also cannot invalidate my experiences because this is actually my experience. If you think that you have not experienced these, let's say, negative things on Weblio, that's good for you. And I'm really happy for you. But I experienced it. Again, when I shared about how my class was deemed late, even though I went to enter the classroom 10 minutes early. I went in the classroom 10 minutes early. I left the classroom within around like 5 minutes. And then I came back within like 1 minute before the lesson and it was already late. I was like, what? I came in earlier 10 minutes. Why was it late? I was just switching my internet because the internet went bad at that time. So that happened. I got late and that's not it. And that's just not it. There were some bookings with school classes that was canceled by the students, but I finished the lessons. I was like, why was this class canceled? Because if the class is canceled uh, earlier, like maybe like a day or so, you will only be paid like around half or no pay at all. So at that time, I think I was not paid by that class, but I finished the class. So I was like, why was this class canceled? The admin said they are gonna work, they're gonna fix it, they're gonna work for it, but it wasn't fixed. I received my pay slip less like around two classes. So I was like, so what? Okay, I don't really like say a lot of negative things because that's not me. That's not really me. But I just wanna give awareness for people that it's happening here, and I'm experiencing that. Also, also, also sometimes some bookings on Weblio are not very timely. Like for example, if they would book this class and then they will um, cancel this class. But sometimes you just have to, I don't know. Sometimes you finished the lesson, or and then the lesson was canceled like that, or the lesson was canceled and then it was, let's say, almost the time that you um, should be having that class now like that. I can't really say it. It's either it can be canceled without any pay, or it can, or some shocking moments. I don't know why. It could be a bug though. That's just from my experience. I don't know if it's still happening now. Although I'm still connected in on Weblio, I'm just not taking a lot of bookings right now. But I'm still working for Weblio actually. So yeah, it's either some students might cancel the lesson, but it it was finished but no pay, or there was a pay and you did not have a class, or it was paid half and you finished the class. It's a cluster of like that. I experienced that on Weblio. I tried contacting the admins about this. Again, they would just say, oh, I'm gonna try to fix that for a week, month. Now nothing happened. So I don't know. I really don't know. Also, they're trying their best. I love Weblio for really doing their best to support the tutors, because the tutors are like, let's say, kind of unmotivated. Oh no, unmotivated, it's not even the right word. Demotivated, let's say demotivated. So yeah, tutors on Weblio are very demotivated whenever they are, let's say, uh, how do we say that? You know the feeling when you are working here for a long time and you're like really doing your best, and there's no compensation for that best that you're doing. Uh, yeah, I felt that. I felt that on Weblio, and I'm sure there's a lot of tutors. Yeah, there are a lot of tutors who were doing their best and they got the compensation that they deserved. Congratulations for you. I'm very happy for you. But I'm one of the tutors who did not. So yeah, I was working tirelessly on Weblio. Like, hey, I was even deemed as one of the trusted tutors back in 2022. I was like one of the trusted tutors, and some admins would actually call for me and how do we say this? Uh, they want me to open more bookings because a lot of students liked me. Yeah, admins would actually call me because of that. And to think that I'm one of that, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm good. I'm really good. But I'm just sharing this as a part of my experience anyway. But yeah, I think Weblio is still quite hanging within like supporting their tutors and balancing their time to respond to the queries and like to help the problems that are occurring offline and online. So some things like that. And also, I I'm also shocked that sometimes Weblio will text the tutors that there are problems that are happening. I was like, is that really happening? Because why is it so frequent? Right? Because I'm scared for the company if that frequently happens. So there are reports that our tutors are sleepy, tutors are bored, tutors are using the wrong um, tone of speaking. I was like, oh my gosh, are the tutors really doing that? Yeah, but anyway, still, I am very thankful with my first experience on Weblio. I have been working for Weblio for over like a year now, a year and a half. I will be working for Weblio for 2 years in June. So yeah, 1.5 years. I guess I can say that. Yeah, but I don't really take a lot of classes on Weblio anymore because it it really um let's say messes with my schedule. Not like totally messes, but it would really jumbles. Like, I have a set of schedule already, but if I put Weblio here, it gets jumbled. So I can't really like fit where I can book my time schedule on Weblio anymore because it's morning and afternoon. Those are the peak time for their classes. But me, I can only work at night now because I'm a fourth year college student and it's getting really difficult. Right. And then here comes V2. Here comes V2. Actually, I think it was just 4 months that I have been working in, no, 4 months, 2 to 4 months, I think. 2 to 4 months that I have been working on Weblio, and I was feeling very drained on Weblio because again, I feel like you're just a robot. You're just following the instructions. There's really not much to go into when it comes to Weblio, and it's really hard to be consistent because you have to do a lot of bookings, and the bookings on Weblio is very um, inconsistent. It's very inconsistent and seasons. It's very seasonal. So you cannot expect high salary always each month because it gets really inconsistent. Whereas on B2, I was like, you know what, let's try. Let's try in B2. Let's try to find another company because I've already garnered, let's say, 2 to 4 months of experience. Let's try that. And I got it on B2. I think I've already shared enough a lot on V2 already. It's just gonna make the video a bit longer. This video is already boring. I'm just talking and sharing to you. And I hope you don't mind because, I use YouTube not as a platform for content creation or to make content. I don't, it's not me. I don't make content. I just use it as a part of my diary, to go back and relive the experiences that I was having to, let's say, be a part of my memories as a core part of nostalgia. But anyway, yeah, B2 is such an amazing company. It's such a really, really amazing company because it really gives you adequate support. Like the teacher support on B2 is amazing. They would really give you, let's say, comments on how you can improve your performance. The admins are really 24/7 when it comes to handling your queries. Like whenever you ask for, let's say, why do I have 3 stars for this rating? They would actually give you a reason. They will contact the student and they will give you the reason why, and they will give a balance between the teacher and the student, and they will know who is in the wrong, who is in the right. They will do that for you, so it's fair. I love that environment on B2. But lately, some bugs are happening on B2, although I can't say because there's a lot of changes on B2. I can't go one on one with the changes on B2, so just try to go and you know apply for this company if you want to know those changes. I can't go one on one anymore because it's just gonna make the video long again. I'm just sharing here with my experience. But lately, I think B2 is struggling to satisfy a lot of full-time teachers. Me, I'm only a part-time teacher, so uh, how much I earn doesn't really bother me at all because it's still good. I mean, working just 2 hours every day and earning 7,000 pesos every month, that's not bad. Like 2 hours of working every day, or just 20 classes per week. 20 classes, 20 classes per week is easy. I mean, it's not that easy. Sometimes I get lazy to reach that certain quota, but it's not that difficult to achieve or to accomplish. 20 classes and earning like 6 to 10,000 pesos per month. That's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take that any moment. So yeah, just working part time is great here on B2. So I thought it's the perfect company for me. But again, it might be difficult for full-time teachers. And the thing is, on B2, almost every class is sudden classes. There are booking classes now. It's back, but uh, most of the time it's always sudden. So I don't know. I really don't know. I also don't understand the system anymore. It gets more complicated, but I think it is based now on how students give you their favorites. I think, yeah, I think so. But I really don't understand a lot when it comes to the system in B2 now because there's a lot of changes, and I can't like explain it thoroughly. But now in 2024, I am kind of experiencing lately the I don't want to say, I'm not getting tired of working as an ESL teacher, but I feel like I want a break, to be honest, because a college student and working at the same time, it gets really tiring. Yeah, but I think I get too much breaks every week at some point. But then again, I still have to work. I still love teaching because that's the career that I am choosing, I guess. Anyway, but yeah, I just want to share everyone that I started as an undergraduate, working as a part-time student and working as let's say, ESL teacher while being a college student. I can say that you don't really need to invest a lot. Actually, if you're thinking about like the equipment, let me show you what my equipment was. My headset was borrowed. Yeah, again, I already shared that to you. I just borrowed from my aunt, and I don't have a webcam at that time. My camera in my laptop is very bad. It's so bad. So I have to use my phone. Actually, you can use your phone. This phone is already dead. I mean, it's not dead. The LCD is just broken. So I this phone really holds a lot of memories for me because this phone, I have been using this as my webcam. You don't know that? You can actually do that. You can do that. You can use your phone as your webcam. You just need to connect your USB wire here to your laptop and then turn on the USB debugging and then download what was that app again? I forgot what was that app again. You just search it on Google. Just search it on Google. You can use your phone as your webcam. So I used my phone as a webcam, borrowed my headset. Internet was it was provided because we have online classes. So I have my internet at that time. So I started working as an ILSA teacher with zero investment, zero spent. I don't want to say spent because I actually, now that I have worked as an ESL teacher. I have been working for over a year. I now this is I think it's close to becoming 2 years old. I think so. Yeah. May have that. And of course, my webcam is now Logitech. It's not this anymore. So yeah, this is also my proud investment. I was also able to buy my own equipment, ring light, my own mouse pad, new keyboard, a lot of things that I can buy. So you don't really need to uh, buy a lot of expensive things. You can start with zero, with good lighting, and really practice your skills. Skills first before going or applying. Yeah, skills first. Find your skills first, please. Anyway, I just want to share that as my first video here in 2024. And I hope 2024 will be a good year for me because I will be graduating soon. I'm so close to becoming a graduate and will be taking my licensure exam. So heads up for 2024. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me in this video. And I hope to see you again here in my channel. And I hope, with my experience, I am able to give you an insight or insights. I really hope I gave you insights and let's say maybe to inspire you to actually try. Just try. You don't really have to spend a lot of things. Don't feel too pressured to do the perfect, like, to do it all perfectly. No need. Skills. Start with your skills. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Thank you, and I hope to see you again. And goodbye. Thank you for watching.